Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Peony here. Today I am going to be talking through my favourite silicone sulfate and paraben free hair care and styling products. So just keep watching if you want to see what they are. So guys, before we get into the video, I just wanted to kind of add a disclaimer. I'm not a scientist. I don't know loads and loads behind the chemistry of hair brands. I've done some research myself online, and I'm going to list in the description box below some helpful videos that I watched and also some links to some silicone sulfate listing pages where you can find the ingredient names of things so that you can work out the products that you have, what's in them, because that's kind of what I started with. So that said, let's get into the products. First of all, let's talk about hair care, because that's kind of the beginning of everything. When I decided that I wanted to go on this journey of removing sulfate and silicone from all of my hair care products, I went for a consultation and a hair treatment in Harrods with a brand called Leonor Greyl. And they are a French hair care brand. Their products are really beautiful, they smell incredibly beautiful, and they're all silicone and sulfate free. And basically during the treatment, you might have seen it on my stories, they used like magnifying cameras to look at my scalp and the scalp health and diagnose like where I had issues, give me treatments, hair oil, hair mask, rinse all of that out, and they gave me the products to move forward with. So I loved their shampoo and conditioner to begin my journey. I really felt that it felt different than normal sulfate shampoo. I could feel the silicone leaving my hair, and wow, does that make your hair go crazy. Warner, like your hair goes insane when you stop using sulfates and silicones because it's obviously so used to those two things. So I found that my scalp became quite greasy and dry at the same time, and then the roots, the ends of the hair went really dry. So the whole thing was like a weird combination going on there. And it took probably 4 to 6 weeks for it to settle down. Now, it didn't look crazy. Like no one who saw me on the street thought, oh my God, her hair looks insane. Like probably no one else noticed. But for me, I could feel that it felt different. It felt itchy, it felt different. So don't worry, you're not gonna look insane for work, but you will feel a difference, so just prepare yourself. Now, I did really love those Leonor Greyl products to start with, to start my journey off, but I didn't continue using the shampoo and conditioner. The two products that I have continued to use, and you can see there's so little left now, are their hair and scalp oils. So this is the scalp oil, which comes with a little pipette inside. You can kind of see the pipette in there. And then this is the hair oil with a hair attached to it that you do the lengths of the hair with. And they both smell incredible. I like to apply them together, so I do the scalp first and then I do the lengths, tie my hair up in a bun, and then I have a bath or I watch TV for an hour and then I shower them out. And the difference using a true natural hair oil has made to the condition of my hair is really crazy. Like you can literally feel it stronger afterwards. It feels more robust. It feels kind of less flexible. It just feels really strong afterwards. And you're only going to get the goodness of all of those oils into your hair if you've removed the silicone. Otherwise the silicone is going to create a barrier on your hair and you won't be able to get all that moisture in there. So I really revel in using those hair oils now and getting that moisture in there now there's no silicone on my hair. Following from that, so as I said, I did really like their shampoos, but going forward, the shampoo that I found the closest to a silicone shampoo and has offered me all of the smoothing and all the cleaning of a sulfate, but without those damaging ingredients, has been Rahua, which if you don't know this brand, it is a beautiful, beautiful hair care brand. They make a lot of products, they make a lot of different shampoos. This is the classic one. This was just what I had in my shower. You can see how much I've used already. And I think this is my 3rd bottle maybe of it. You don't need to use a huge amount of the product. It foams like a normal sulfate shampoo. Now, I know there are those in the industry that argue that maybe there's sulfates in shampoos that bubble like that, but they're made in component ingredients rather than adding directly sulfates. I'm not gonna get into that because honestly, I'm not knowledgeable enough to discuss it. Needless to say, I still love the product. I think it's fantastic and I would buy it over and over again, the shampoo. There are other great shampoos on the market, including Rahua. However, there are not other great conditioners without silicone in on the market. Thumbelina's just potted in. Rahua's conditioner treatment is just dramatically better than anything else on the market that doesn't have silicone in. It really smooths, it really moisturizes, and it really works like an actual conditioner. When you put it in, you can feel like the little beads of hair oil. Thumble, Stop it. No. She's grumbling, she wants to be picked up. So you can feel the beads of oil in there, and I love that as the hot water kind of warms it up, it all soaks into your hair. It's moisturizing it, it's smoothing it. Honestly, I couldn't live without this. Now, another option from Rahua is their Omega 9 hair mask. You can use this like a conditioner, so you use it after you've shampooed, and it really gets into the hair follicle. It's like an even more smoothing conditioner. So I alternate between these two products as a conditioner, basically. Now, if you want even more smoothing and you want heat protection, then the next thing that I would recommend is this from Rahua. This is the Rahua Finishing Treatment. It almost looks like a kind of pomade type product. It's like a kind of thick cream. And again, you can feel the little beads of oil in it. I just take a tiny bit, you don't need a lot, warm it up between my hands, take it through the lengths of the hair. It adds heat protection, it adds moisture, works basically like a hair oil or a hair serum. That's how I would describe it, but it also has heat protection in it. So I don't actually use a hair oil anymore, I use this instead. And the reason that I don't use a hair oil for styling is that most hair oils for styling actually have a lot of silicone in. It's hard to get ones that only have oil in, and the ones that only have oil in are actually too heavy, I find, and they weigh your hair down. So that's a great compromise between the two. Now, the other product I wanted to talk about is this from SachaJuan. This is a hair cleansing cream. It does not have any sulfate in it, and it literally is what it says on the tin. It is a cream, and it feels when you rub it in your hair like you're rubbing moisturizer in your hair. That's what I can describe it as. It does not feel like, and there's no bubble, there's nothing that makes you feel like you're cleaning your hair, and yet when you dry your hair afterwards, it's all clean. And this is a great product for men. My husband loves this product because it stops your hair from going fluffy, but it cleans your hair because it's not stripping and drying it. It just cleanses it. And I also like to use it when I'm working out a lot, when I don't want to keep showering my hair and damaging my hair by stripping it out each time. This is a great in-between solution. So I just use this on its own. You don't even really need a conditioner. It's a really fantastic product. You can see, I think, can you see that, how much of it's been used? We're down to about there. It's a very, very good product, and there's nothing really else like it on the market. So I'm a massive fan of that product from SachaJuan as well. Now, moving on to styling products. I've got a bag full of them here, so let's just get them all out on the table and then I can talk you through them. So following on from the Rahua treatment mask, I would normally use this from ColourWow. This is the ColourWow Dreamcoat. Again, you could use this instead of the treatment mask. You don't necessarily need to use them together. If you want super, super silky, you can do them together. And it's, again, it works kind of like a hair oil, coats the hair without any silicone, and just makes it kind of less prone to frizziness, less humid, kind of smoother, faster to blow dry, all round fantastic product. Really, really love this from ColourWow. Then I'd be moving into styling products. So moving into products that I would use on my kind of roots and ends. This is an amazing product from Bada. This is from their Raw range. It's the Bodifying Styling Jelly with lemon. And it literally looks like a hair gel. It does smell a little bit lemony. I don't know if you can see that. It literally looks like hair gel. And I just I literally just go with my fingers and then rub it on my hands and take it all across the roots. Blow dries out. It really works incredibly well. It adds kind of a real structure to the hair, but it leaves no texture, no whiteness, no flaking. You know how some kind of products leave a residue on your hair after you've dried it? By and large, this jelly really doesn't. So I really recommend that one if you want to get some volume and some control into the roots of your hair. In terms of hot tool styling and the lengths, the best hot tool styler that I found was the Icon Welder from EVO, which is an Australian brand. This one you can spray through the hairs, like through the length of the hair, like any normal hot tool styler. It gives you the heat protection and also some control and some grip to the hair as well. So for me, that was the best within that category. In terms of salt spray, my favourite salt spray within this category is from Rahua again. This is the Enchanted Island Salt Spray. Sorry, I've just realised you probably can hear hoovering outside. Let me shut the door. Sorry about that, guys. So, as I was saying, my favourite salt spray to add texture, if that's what you're looking for, is the Enchanted Island Spray from Rahua. I really love this product because it's just the right amount of kind of grip and texture without being sticky. I really don't like salt sprays that are sticky, and this was actually one of my favorite salt sprays before I even started the silicone-free journey. It's just a plus that it's silicone-free. In terms of dry shampoo, my dry shampoo winner has been the Korane one, and I love this for multiple reasons. First of all, it doesn't use aerosol. It is a pump on the top, and I won't do it because it'll spray powder everywhere, but basically it just actions on a pump instead of using aerosol cans. So it's kind of better for the environment as well. It leaves no residue. It just works incredibly well. It's a real French chemist drugstore favorite, and I just find it really does the job that it says it's going to do, and it's a very simple product, so I love that. It doesn't have too much fragrance to it. It's just great. In terms of hairspray, hairspray was a tough category. Silicone-free hairspray seems to have been a genuine struggle for a lot of brands, and the only brand that I seem to have found that does one that actually feels like a normal hairspray and works like a normal hairspray, I would say potentially not as strong hold as some of the other brands, but it doesn't add texture and like a nasty stickiness to the hair, is ColourWow, the cult favorite firm flexible hairspray, which is this one here. This is the best one that I found on the market, and it just does what it says on the tin. It's not super strong hold. It probably, although it says firm and flexible, I would say it's more kind of normal amount of hold rather than strong hold hairspray. Then in terms of styling powder, if you want to get that extra kind of bump of texture at the root, or you want to add it into the lengths for your braid, I find this product particularly good in pulling braids out and making buns as well. It's also from EVO, and it's called the Haze styling powder. It comes in this cute little tub like this. Really works. Genuinely just love this product. Does what it says on the tin. Really holds my braid in together, but also fluffs it up. Also gives me a lot of root control. I just love this product. And then finally, the last thing I wanted to share was a kind of wax type product, because I have baby hairs and sometimes you need to control that stuff down, and the best product within that was this. This is the EVO Crop Strutters Constructing Cream, and it is like a wax kind of cream in there, and it's really good for like molding baby hairs, for men as well. It doesn't really leave a residue. It's not matte, it's not shiny, it's kind of nothing. It's just hair textured. It smells great. It smells of like ginger and kind of flowers, which is really nice. And I love this Australian brand. So those were the best styling products. I really hope that these will help you guys kind of choose more informed hair care and hairstyling products. I still do have some silicone products, I'm not gonna lie, they are in my drawer, but I use them very much more carefully, and I make sure that when I have used them that I shampoo my hair a couple of times to get that silicone out before I then use my hair oils again, to make sure that the silicone's been removed and I can get the moisture back in the hair. Do watch the videos that I've added in the description box below, because they kind of help to explain why you might not want to have silicone and sulphate in your hair. Like I said, I do still use some sulphate and silicone products, but as sparingly as possible. I'm not a complete purist. I'm aware that sometimes for events I need a specific hairspray that's really strong hold that has silicone in which case I just use it and make sure I shampoo properly. That said, I really love this journey. I really want to continue to use the shampoo and hair care products particularly, and some of these styling products have really stood up even against silicone products, so that's why I wanted to share them with you. I will add links to all of the products in case you're interested in buying any of them. It's in the description box below. Make sure you check that out, and that's where it will all be shoppable for you guys. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch up again with you soon. If you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe and turn the bell on, just in case you want to get notified every time I publish a video. It was great seeing you guys. Bye.